Alright, what is going on guys, Slim here, and in today's video I have a commentary for y'all, and we're going to be talking about everything you need to know for 5th Age PvP. So all the new content, all the stuff that has been confirmed. Also, if you haven't PvP'd in a while, like a year or more than a year, really, I'm going to get you guys all up to date on what the meta is and all the new stuff. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, so first up, there is new ranked gear. Now, I'm going to go to Twitter real quick, and we're going to check it out. They dropped a little trailer with the new arena and the new stitchable gear, so let's go check that out right now. Alright, so I'm going to go through the trailer here real quick, but, you know, you can actually see a lot of new stuff here as well. I'm not sure if this is Unicorn Away, or if this is just a brand new arena. I have no idea. To me, it kind of does seem like Unicorn Way, if I'm being honest, but, looks pretty cool. Let's play the trailer. So this is the new gear, Corporal gear. Knights. Then you got your Warlord set. And your Overlord set. So not too bad, honestly, for cosmetic gear. I think the robe looks the best, in my opinion. Then right here, we have cantrips. Honestly, I don't really know what a cantrip is, but it seems to me it's like emotes, really, I would say. Just cool magic emotes, which is pretty cool. Good quality of life change, I would say. Also, I think you can get Spellements from this. Rapier confirmed that, so. Be interested to see how that goes. Next up, we got one more thing here on Twitter. It's a new casting animation that you will only be able to get in PvP. So it's pretty cool. I think it's from the old Wizard101 trailer back in 2008 or whatever. So pretty cool. Don't get mixed up though. There's a wand or some new item that does the casting animation. Kind of like how a sword and a mandolin and a flute is all different. They just didn't show what the new wand was here. This is just the animation of how it looks when you're casting. So that is a new animation that will be only in PvP. You'll have to PvP to get that. Next up, we have leagues. Now, the best way I can describe a league really is it's basically like a new playlist, right? So there's gonna be different playlists of ranked PvP. So basically, again, a good way I could describe this is, you know, right now there's ranked tournaments and practice, right? Those are kind of the only quote-unquote playlists you have available at the moment. But, you know, when 5th Age drops, I can go up to ranked here, probably, and, you know, pick from, like, 4 options of different kind of ranked modes I might want to play. I think that's kind of what they're going for on it, and I honestly am all for it. Rapier also has confirmed that there will be custom rule sets coming as well, so I'm really, really excited for that. It'd be like a custom game, kind of, right? So I think that's really cool, and I'm glad that's coming to us. Next up, there's going to be new jewels being updated, so I'm assuming there's going to be better health jewels, possibly. There's going to be, you know, maybe 15% jewels I can buy from, you know, Jordo here. This stuff is kind of dated at this point, right? So all this stuff will be getting updated. Next up, Rapier has also talked about a TC card vendor in the arena, so, you know, cards that are hard to get. You think of, you know, Supernova for balance, Storm Beetle for storm, you know, maybe Myth Banshee in general, right? Steel Ward, I know that's a pretty hot topic in the community right now. Not gonna get too much into that in this video, but you know, pretty rare TCs. I think you'll either be able to get them with arena tickets or gold or some different kind of currency. So I think that's pretty cool, you know. Giving more players more options on how they want to get their TC, whether it's just gold at the bazaar, farming, the black market, or buy it at the arena vendor. I think that's pretty cool. Another thing they mentioned was that they might bring back a couple, mega snacks and better snacks for arena tickets here. So I'm pretty excited for that. The highest one you can get is obviously the Sea Dragon salad here, right? You used to get Warlord's Worst back in the day, which was like 25. So I really do think that's going to help a lot of free-to-play players make a pet and even get them more into PvP. I think something they should do if they're doing this though is not just make it like one good snack, make multiple different snacks. Like for example, there's fancy yogurt, golden wheat bread, Captain Chipotle or whatever, right? Make multiple megas so that way not everybody's buying the same thing, which was Warlord's Worst back in the day, right? So I think that's pretty cool, and I personally am looking forward to that. Now, another thing that is a pretty hot topic in the community is pre-enchants. Now, they've talked about their quote-unquote being bigger hits inside, because, if you get down to the psychology or whatever of it, right, the people who want pre-enchants back typically just want their bigger hits on command inside deck. So I think what KingStyle is going to do is they're going to make the TC cards just better in general. So I think that's cool. Not sure if they're going to introduce new cards that are just better, right? But I'm looking forward to that. There'll be a lot more diversity in deck building, a lot more deck control as well, because you still can have really solid hits inside, like, I don't know, Oni No Plague for Storm or something like that, right? Storm Owl, right? They can just make other cards better, and those can be your quote-unquote pre-enchanted side hits. So I think it's a pretty good direction they're going with this without adding pre-enchants back. So I'm really down to see how it goes. Alright, so next up, there is going to be new craftable PvP only gear that is as good as, if not better, than the Motorist Overcoat. Yes, you heard it, chat. It came from Ratbeard's mouth himself. I'm really excited, to be honest. I think, this being pay to win really stops a lot of players, doing good in PvP, right? So I'm really excited. I hope the Motorist isn't terrible, because from a business standpoint, there should be free-to-play gear that is equal, if not better. But, for people who want to take a shortcut, they should also just be able to buy something like this in the crown shop, as long as the free-to-play stuff is equal to it, if not better, right? So I'm really down for that. I think a lot of players are excited to hear that. I think there would be like boots and shoes and stuff like that. It'd be a really customizable new gear, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think this was kind of long overdue, so yeah, let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below, and let's get on to the next point. Next up, this point's going to be kind of more for people who haven't played PvP in a couple of months or a year or something, but there are new, I think, 50 new spells in the game, I think, and they're basically called Rashambos, right? So you see stuff like this, right? Oni's Attrition. So for 3 pips, I clear 3 overtimes on myself, and I make those 3 overtimes into 3 weaknesses on my opponent. Now, the Storm ones actually suck right now, but, a lot of the other schools have really good Rashambos, and that's kind of what KingStyle is trying to force right now, is a Rashambo meta, really. So you guys will want to pick up on these when you come back to the game. And I have videos on the channel describing what the best mastery is for each school and why, and just different strategies here on the channel if you want to look further into that. But the point here really is to drive home that, Rashambo is the new big thing, and also gambits are stuff that people go for. So you gotta watch out for this stuff and just kind of do your homework on, what school has what for a Scion condition, a Jin condition, an Oni condition. You just gotta do your homework on that and kind of recognize what's going on. But yeah, like I said, I got videos on the channel that'll help you out with understanding that better. Next up, we got Spellements. Now Spellements will be basically redone rank 1 to 6. So Thundersnake, you can get that maxed out pretty easily by just questing normally now. Same thing with Snow Serpent. I think, for example, I'll talk about Storm. I think Thunder Snake, Lightning Bat, Storm Shark, Kraken, whatever, Triton, maybe Stormzilla. All of those are going to have new Spellement paths, so that's going to be pretty interesting. There's going to be a lot of different ways to get them, like the cantrips we talked about earlier, PvP, just questing in general. But the bad news about this is people who are already maxed, at least right now, KingsIsle's said that they're not going to give the people who are maxed the stuff for free. So for example, I already did all the quests in the game, but I'm not going to get rewarded with the Spellements for completing all the quests in the game on my max character. So, I mean, it's pretty stupid in my opinion, if I'm being honest, but that's just what I think, guys. Feel free to let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But yeah, let's get on to the next point. Next up, we have healing will be nerfed. Now, for a long time, jading and healing has been pretty broken in PvP, I would say. The reason right now it's getting nerfed is because the heal per pip is too high and the incoming outgoing is just too much, right? And it's to the point where a 6 pip shadow hit like Rasulka gets healed out by a 4 or 5 pip heal, which is absolutely just mind-blowing that's a thing. It's really stupid. So that's being lowered down a bit. So what I think they're probably gonna do is, maybe make Satyr like 750, and they're also taking out the incoming heal stat. So if I send a 4 pip, like where is it, a Kraken here, where is it, Kraken, where are you, this guy, if I send this, it does like 1100, they should be able to heal it off for 1000 or 1100 for the same amount of pips, so it's actually balanced, right? So I'm really glad to see this, myself included. I do play life, but I don't jade on my life, obviously, in PvP. I'm really happy to see this. It's just healing's been so broken for so long, and there's so many people complaining about it as well. So yeah, that's going to be something coming in 5th Age. I hope it doesn't affect PvE too much, or I don't know if it's going to affect PvE at all, to be honest, but that is something that will be coming to, help fix the jading problem. Next up, there's going to be counters to drains, because death right now is, really, really cracked. So what I'm thinking is it's going to be a drain counter, kind of like infection. I think it's going to be like minus 70% to the next drain or something like that. So just imagine like a drain infection. They are buffing Wraith actually with the Spellements, but I think if they're going to do that, there's also going to be a very good way to easily counter drains, if not multiple ways. So just know that if you are a Death Wizard right now, you can actually get countered by going for a drain strategy. So it's pretty interesting to see, honestly. I'm all for more layers in PvP. I think it makes it, more skillful, and that's really about it, to be honest. But yeah, let's get on to the next point. Next up, there's going to be new arenas and new sites, basically. Now, I talked about this in a previous video, but imagine this was like an arena right here, and this sidewalk was where, people like Ugo and Jordo, like they watch people PvP right here. So I think there's going to be new areas, new worlds for arenas, and I think that's really, really cool. I really think we need new content like that, so definitely look out for that. Alright, on to one of our last points, we have the revamp of the ranked system. Now, basically what it is right now is plus 16 if you win, minus 16 if you lose. It doesn't matter if you're playing, boosted Andy who has 10k rank, or, a guy who's a private, right? But with this new elo system, I think it's going to be a lot like Overwatch. So if you guys played that game, you'll know what I'm talking about. Basically, the better the team you play, or the better person you play, if you win, right, you'll get a lot more, right? So let's say I'm a knight and I'm playing a warlord, right? If I beat that warlord, I'll get like 40 points, right? If I lose to him, I'll get, I don't know, maybe minus 10, right? But if it's like a knight versus a knight, it might only be plus 16, right? So basically, the better the player you're playing, or the better the team you're playing, if you win, it's really good for you. If you lose against a really good player in your lower rank, you're not going to lose much out of it, right? So I hope I made that make sense. It's a little bit confusing, but again, Overwatch is a pretty good example on that. And yeah, I think that's really all I have for you guys. Feel free to let me know if I missed anything in the comments below. I know Steelward is still going to be prevalent in 5th Age, unfortunately. I'm still not running Steelward, and I mean, I'm doing okay on most of my characters right now. But yeah, I still think Steelward is broken. I just think they need to simply cap the card, you know, cap it like bubbles, right? Like, you didn't want to see somebody bubble 10 times. I don't want to see somebody Steelward me 8 times, right? I think you need to cap powerful cards like this, and then it'll be more balanced. Because, you know, if I don't have Steelward, but the other guy does, or if the other guy has more than me, and I lose off that, it's kind of like, wow, well, that's stupid, you know? We could have had a good game, but Steelward ruined it, right? I've had plenty of matches like that, so I really hope KingsIsle is looking, you know, more into the Steelward problem, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something new here, and I hope to see you guys in Q and the 5th Age PvP. I know, personally myself, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to everyone getting their rank to reset, and just, you know, really want to see who's actually a good player and who is just talking about their boosted Dord rank or something, you know? So, yeah, if you guys made it this far, be sure to leave a like and sub. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video. And as always, take care, guys.